It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. All that and more coming up next.
Oh, it is a winter wonderland indeed. The snow is falling in upstate New York as you get a look inside Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And we are underway in Buffalo. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Two now. Here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Allen now on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he's down at the 17-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On second down, Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
Then will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
A good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Allen now on the option right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To throw, it's Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys him a new set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 3. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Okay, Coach,
we saw
thanks
some
as
strong
always.
work from James Cook in that first half.
Game as we
he wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they take him down. The Bills get to it. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Hamler now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2 touchdowns. 1:55 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's pulled in by Wilson. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 68 yards. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Here's 1st and 10. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things. Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Across the formation, he finds Ruckert, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw taught, and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got it, and he's brought down. Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now Rodgers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Rodgers to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Touchdown puts him in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them